Dismantle cylinder sub-assembly. Change the 3 O-rings. Check the wear condition of air cylinder and yoke. Loosen the tying-in of windpipe. Uninstall high-speed windpipe. Loosen the 4 bolts on cylinder cover. Take down cylinder cover. Release the self-locking nut in the rear of piston. Uninstall high-speed windpipe. Release the 4 bolts in cylinder. Take out cylinder and piston together. Uninstall 2 O-shaped rings from the cylinder piston. Check and replace them. Take 1 O-shaped ring from inside of cylinder. Check and replace it. Check other parts of cylinder to see if the piston level is worn out. Replace O-shaped ring of cylinder and replace O-shaped ring of piston. Lubricate cylinder and piston when assembling. Then fix it with bolts. Install cylinder piston. Note that piston has 2 sides. Pull the flat side outward and screw down the self-locking nut. Avoid of mucus when assemble the cylinder. Use bolts to fix it. Install high-speed air incoming windpipe. Back to high-speed gear. Drive push the controlling lever outward. When the air pressure reaches 7 to 8 bar, the driver pull controlling lever back. Replace the big O-shaped ring of cylinder piston. Clean the water. Oil in the cylinder. After solving the transmission's problem, check the quality of the compressed air. Replace the desiccant and drain water. When in wired without the old shape, add some gaskets to the bottom of piston groove of cylinder. Remove the stop ring in the drive gear assembly by a screwdriver. Remove 2 fixing steel wires. Screw off the 6 bolts with holes on them. Knock out the drive gear assembly with 3 bolts. Extract 14750 stop ring in the main shaft reverse gear and move forward the main shaft reverse gear. Pull the gear end of drive gear assembly of auxiliary case downward. Find the 2 convex parts of fixing ring. Use 2 screwdrivers or something else to prise fixing ring up. Then detach the stop ring with the plier. Use 2 supporting objects to embrace the drive gear assembly. Use a stick to vertically knock the gear's interface. Detach the gear and bearing. Check the contact teeth and high-speed cone interface to see if they are worn out. Take the bearing stop ring from bearing. Check it out to see if it is intact. The anti-loose stop ring can be used only once. Uninstall 42301E bearing with special tools. Install pull slate into inner hole of 42307E bearing. Connect fixing sleeve. Install special tool rocker. Install supporting pedestal. Uninstall 42307E bearing. Remove the self-locked nuts and gaskets in reverse countershaft. Extract the rotating faucet from the reverse countershaft. Pull out the reverse countershaft with the shaft driver. Extract the reverse gear and stop gasket by hand. Extract the rear stop ring of right countershaft assembly with the snap ring pliers. Extract rear stop ring of right countershaft with the plier. Support the inner main shaft with the plier. Then use copper stick to knock on the bearing at the rear of countershaft assembly. First knock on outside of the bearing, then the inside and take it out. Unload from bolts and bearing baffle of countershaft assembly. Knock on the right countershaft from the front to the back with a stick, then knock on the left countershaft from the back to the front. Along the stop ring direction, install the special tool at the bearing in front of the countershaft, then wrench the screw lever and remove the bearing from the housing. Check the flexibility of bearing and make sure if it can be used again. Unload the brakes and move the right countershaft out. Move the right countershaft assembly rightward and forward. Extract the main shaft assembly. Then move the countershaft assembly backward as a whole. First lift the front end of countershaft, then take it out. Use the same way to dismantle the left countershaft. Dismantle them when necessary. Remove the snap spring in the second narrow groove at the rear of main shaft. Take out the spline gasket and remove the reverse gear of main shaft. Rotate main shaft sub-assembly. Remove the front sliding clutch of main shaft. Clamp and take out 3x10 spring cylinder pin manually. Draw out the hex key of main shaft. Rotate main shaft and remove the gears in turn. Attention! Clean the parts after dismantlement and check every part. QH50 PTO cylinder, 4 bolts, brand card of the PTO. The customer can choose the suitable one. When install the rear PTO on the RT11509C transmission, the lengthened countershaft assembly of auxiliary case with a spline at its outer end should be used as the welding countershaft assembly, or the PTO cannot be installed. Uninstall the air filtration, high-speed